Welcome to the show. After the show, what happens right
one day after the show?
That's a good point. Yeah, we did this yesterday.
We did. Yeah, the video was recorded yesterday. It didn't happen right after the show. We're sorry.
That's why I'm not wearing the same clothes.
People liked your hoodie though.
People loved the hoodie. Yeah, got it on. Got it off the Amazon. I wish I could think of the brand right now. A bunch of people asked me about it.
Briefing.
No. Leaf
Nielsen. Is that it?
Leaf Nelson?
Leaf. Happy Leif Erikson Day.
I know, that's the only way I can remember it.
Leif Nelson. L-I-E-F.
Hang on, we're gonna confirm.
Oh boy,
in case
this is
people
maybe
are
the best
interested
show after the show you've ever seen.
Hey man, people are so interested in what it is that we're buying. Leif Nelson.
Leif Nelson.
Hang on, if you guys want the exact product info, I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh god.
So that you guys can all go and check out the men's knitted pullover.
There it is.
I am 6 feet tall, 165 pounds, and wore a medium. In case you're interested.
There you go. You can own the exact same.
You could look just like
clothing.
me. Because this is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. Is that Good Charlotte?
Maybe.
Have we even talked about Mysterio yet?
We haven't talked about Mysterio yet. Okay, so we came in on Tuesday
with a script written.
With the script for the Beauty and the Beast video written, and all of a sudden, boom, Mysterio poofs onto the scene.
Right,
and we're like, oh man, should we try and do that video? And I'm kind of glad we waited, because we didn't know, we learned a lot over the next couple days, but...
We learned so much, because this is like entering into an area, like I'm really big into the MCU. But that's like the only territory of like superhero things that I know anything about at all.
Right.
So like I don't know like as much comic books. So whenever we're covering that, I'm usually like researching to know it day of. So I'm so curious with Mysterio if having his backstory at all is just the world's biggest spoiler.
Oh, right. That is... You might be right. Like, is knowing that he's like always sort of a fraud a problem?
like he's not a real villain.
Right.
And so I don't know, that's interesting. Well, I mean, and he is a real villain. Like he is. Like he's he's
a menace. He is. Yeah, he is like one of the go-to members of Spider-Man's like rogue gallery.
Right.
And he is doing crime. He's just like not super. Like his yeah, I don't know.
So I'm curious to see, and this will really be like entering into like maybe the first time that we've been so invested in Marvel that I've done this much research in advance. Like of seeing a character. Yeah, because traditionally we haven't covered that much. Like Marvel really took off for us in the wake of Infinity War.
It has been on this subject, it has been so weirdly difficult to try and like create videos about Thanos because like I so badly don't want to accidentally read something about Thanos that is going to be like, oh, this is what happened, and you're like, oh,
come on.
Like I don't want to spoil the movie for myself, but we still need to make videos about Thanos. But like I haven't read it. And I remember when we were going into the movie, Derek like knew all about the snap. Like he knew exactly what was going to happen.
Oh yeah, and I had no clue. I had no clue. So I got to watch it with like just the purest soul imaginable, where it was like, what?
Right. So like, did we just totally like ruin some awesome, super grand reveal about Mysterio for a ton of people?
I think it's very possible. I think. Maybe. Well, I mean, maybe not like a grand reveal. So that's the real question though. And I even posted like a tweet about this last night after the video went live. It's like, he's almost definitely a villain. Probably, I think.
See, that would be the really tricky thing. If, like, Marvel decided to just completely flip the script, like, they know that we're gonna do this. What the story is.
Right.
Right? So, like, the whole movie, what they're actually counting on is for you to expect him to go bad. What if it just doesn't?
That'd be a different twist.
That would be a different twist. Maybe they could even, like, red herring it out. So, like, they keep showing you things where it looks like... Like the movie is framing him for you, the audience, but in the end, he's just a good guy.
He's just a good guy. That'd be so interesting.
That'd be pretty interesting. That'd be a good take. And it would still be like within the character. It'd just be like them pulling the reversal on you instead of him pulling the reversal on Spider-Man.
Yeah, on Peter Parker.
Oh, I would like that.
I would love that. I would love that. And then it would be interesting too, because we talked about this yesterday. We didn't include it in the video, but sort of like the role that Loki plays with Thor. Where, like Loki is the main villain of the first Avengers movie. Yeah. Like he is the imminent threat to planet Earth. And ultimately, like, there are multiple occasions where you see Loki fighting alongside Thor.
Well, I think post Ragnarok, he's like full on Thor's side. He's completely won him over finally.
Right. Maybe.
That's sort of the thing. But, okay, the other thing we brought up was this idea that Tony Stark wasn't in the trailer at all. And, like, Nick Fury sort of just, like, shows up to Tony Stark and starts recruiting him as part of, like, the first Avengers thing. And this is, like, you had, like, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. All of it has been this giant Thanos arc, and it's finally going to end. So it's sort of like you have, it's like 1, 2, 3, all under this umbrella. But the thing is, you still have this, you know? Now you have to do another 1, 2, 3. Another bunch of it. But, like, you finished, like, the original Avengers saga, right?
Right.
But you have a bunch of existing characters. So, to me, it's like, okay, we can move these guys over here, but then we can't not have Avengers. But there's plenty of versions of the Avengers. You know, like, what are they going to do for the next one crossover? Are they going to keep calling it Avengers? Or is it going to be, like, New Avengers?
Okay.
That is, like, a phrase they use within the comics. They call them that. Or,
The
like,
New
Young
Avengers.
Avengers. Or,
Right.
like, West Coast Avengers. Or
Well, and it'll be
whatever.
interesting, even as, like, fans, how we refer to these movies. Like, whether or not... Like, forever you could be like, oh, I really liked phase 1 of the MCU.
Oh, sure.
Phase 2, phase 3, whatever. It'll be interesting to see if, like, going forward, the entire first block of movies, phases 1, 2, and 3, all count as, like, a series. Like the Skywalker saga.
Right.
You know? So it's like
That's
not
exactly what it is.
Yeah, so like eventually you could have entire Star Wars storylines where it's like, oh, everybody likes the Skywalker saga. Like, some of the movies aren't good, but that's the good saga.
Those 9 are the, like,
Right.
oh, that's the
the
good
OG,
one.
the legit.
That's almost what Star Wars needs, because, like, they just need a completely original,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
walk away from it time period where it's like, it can still take place in the same universe, you can still have Jedi, you can still have the Force, but, like, all of it's just gone.
Right. Like, if you're going to use any of it, let it be, like, small Easter eggs and cameos and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, did you realize that was, you know, like Han Solo under that mask or something, and have Harrison Ford come back and, like, play, like, a little pocket character, but not, like, a main thing. Yeah. No, I think it's a really interesting way to do it.
Yeah, you just have to go just further back in time.
But, like, what I guess kind of what I'm getting at, though, is almost like in our society now, it's not unusual to, like, if you watch a show, like, if you like Heroes, the television show, like, you don't ever refer to it as like, oh, episode 3 is so good. It's like,
it's always season 1.
Yeah, it's always season 1. Like, you like a bundle of it. So I wonder if movies will just become bundled like that.
Oh,
like
that's so interesting. Well, the other thing is, like, people would probably say we're in the, like, golden age of superhero movies right now.
I would think so.
You know, but, you know, like, Disney's certainly not going to slow down on the superhero movie
No.
But, like, will they get better? Will they continue to be about the same? Will suddenly there be, like, some weird turn where it's like...
Oh, no, you're going to have camps, for sure. You're absolutely going to have camps where people are going to be like, nothing's as good as the Robert Downey Jr., you know, collection.
Right.
That's exactly how it's going to be. People are going to get, like, superiority complexes, and you're going to have camps divided, and it's going to become this giant inner feuding war, but everybody's still going to all go see it, and it's going to be wildly successful.
That is the thing about all these things is, like... I don't know how many times Star Wars would have to let me down before I just didn't go see a Star Wars movie. You know,
before you were like, nope, I'm done.
You know,
I'm done.
it's like, I don't think I like Star Wars anymore. It's like that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know.
No.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is like, it's like the first, so it's the example I use for everything. I compare everything to Star Wars as like how it behaves as like a collection of ideas.
Right.
So
Star Wars is so big.
So big. So who knows? We'll see. But anyway, this is a good show for the show.
I think so.
We got it all covered. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.